you came back. You keep coming back. I'm so happy, so excited. The questions start getting a little bit deeper. Man, see, I'm like easing you in, like easy questions that are a little bit more personal, and then I'm gonna like go in for the kill. Okay, I need to calm down. It's way early in the morning and I've had a nitro, so forgive me. All right, we are going to start discovering who you are. Do you know who you are? I mean, really. You know your name, but like, do you know the like inner workings? Like, we're gonna like play Dr. Phil, okay? I'm gonna ask you all of these deep, personal questions about your life. Get ready. Pull out your notebook. We are about to discover who you are. You're excited, aren't you? I am. Okay, so the very first thing that we need to discover about you is, what is your personality? What's your personality? There are a ton of personality tests out there. There's the Myers-Briggs, DISC, colors, all kinds of things. Like there's animals, there's all kinds of different personality tests out there. I want you to specifically focus in on one for me, if you don't mind, because that helps me understand things about you that I'm going to be talking about later on in our journey and our time together, and that is the DISC, D-I-S-C test. There is a link that you can use for a free assessment, okay? And I want you to take that test, and we are going to figure out a little bit about your inner workings of your personality. And let me tell you why that is so very important, because we're all different. And sometimes we want to have these teachings that we follow, or videos that we watch, or books that we read, or we want to watch how somebody else over here has done it and replicate what they've done, but we are not that person. And that's going to be very frustrating to you whenever you start trying to replicate something that somebody else has done when that is not who you are. So we need to kind of tailor this to around your specific personality. In the DISC test, you are either one of 4 letters, and you are typically high in 2 and a little bit lower in the other. D, which is a little bit more dominant, leader, take charge, like, you know, I've got D in my personality. I, which is a people person, woo, life of the party. I've got a little bit of I in my personality. S, which is that can do the same thing every day, clock in and clock out of a job, just tell me what's, you know, loyal, cheerleader. I would love to say that I'm oozing of S. It is not dominant in my personality. When I had to clock in and clock out of a job, kill me now. Like, I just could not handle it. And C is organized. Give me a list, let me check it off, tell me what I need to do. I need structure, come on now, you're late, that is a C. And so you're typically strong in 2. I'm like a DI. My daughter and my husband are a DC, okay? So a DI is a little different than a DC. The C over here has got organization, and the I over here is a little bit more flighty. I'm talking on my phone. Does anybody know where my phone is? Does anybody know where my phone is? Oh, it's in my hand. A C is like, I'm asking the C, Jeremiah and my daughter, do y'all know where my phone is? Because they always know, because they are in order, okay? So these personality types are key for your Young Living business, because it's really going to be how you embrace it based off of who you are. So discover that about yourself. Take that study, write it in your notebook. The very next question that I want to discover about you are your passions. What are your passions? What do you feel so strongly about? And don't let it bother you if you say, I can't think of anything. That's okay. Write that out. We're being honest, okay? We're being honest, and it is completely fine if your passions are different from mine. Your passions are your passions. It could be horses. Oh my gosh, I love horses. I love pets. I love gardening. I love cooking. I am very passionate about helping other women grow closer to the Lord. And you don't have to feel bad if you said it's gardening and it is not this wanting to discipleship women, like it's okay. What are your passions? What are those things? I love to teach. I love to dance. Whatever it is. Talk through that. What are your passions? The very next thing in our question and answer series of the discovery phase, what are your gifts and your talents? What are those things that you are crazy, insane, good at? What are they? What are those things that you're like, I'm pretty good at that? Now, so many times we are bad about seeing our weaknesses. We're like, okay, I'm not good at this, not good at this, so-and-so is good at this. Just stop that. Stop it. What are you good at? I love to organize. Like, see, I'm me. It could be yours. I love to organize stuff. I'm very good at that. I'm very good at keeping things in order. I'm good. I am a hostess. I can throw a party and I'm the hostess with the mostest. I am going to have name tags on the table. The food is going to be, I love to host parties. I'm really good at that. Again, I'll be like having people over and I'm like, oh, you want some water? Great. To where some people are like, somebody walks in the door and they've got a glass of water on the table. No. So what is it for you? What are your gifts and your talents? Write those things out. I love to write. I'm a writer. I'm good behind the camera. I am a good coach. I'm a good leader. I like to lead. What are those things? I'm a good listener. What are your gifts and what are your talents? The next thing is a part of actually the Myers-Briggs personality study, and it pulls the very first letter, which I encourage you to take it. You can take the Myers-Briggs too. It can help. But it lets us know if you're an introvert or an extrovert. And that's really good information, because if you're an introvert, you are going to recharge. You can hold a class with a whole lot of people and it's probably going to drain a lot of your energy out. To where an extrovert, that is going to feed their energy and their excitement when they get around that big group. Okay? And so many times we get discouraged and we're hard on ourselves because we're like, oh, I can never do this business because whenever I go and do these classes, it's so draining. Like, it's just people are sucking the life out of me. And we need to know that, because you need to know, no, you're not a bad person. You're an introvert and you need to find some time where you can go and be by yourself and you can recharge and refuel, okay? So these are very, very important things. Another thing that I would love for you to look into are, what are your love languages? There is amazing studies out there, and there's a book about the 5 love languages. There's now 5 love languages for kids, for teenagers, for everything under the sun, the workplace. Figure out, what are your love languages? What are those things that, how you show love and how you receive love? Is it, acts of service, like works, acts of service, by working and doing things for people? Is it gifts? That's going to play a big role whenever you start encouraging and coaching your team members. You are going to start saying, okay, well, I love to give gifts. I love to words of encouragement. What are those things? And that is going to be fun ways to embrace into your business. Don't worry, this is just a discovery phase. We're going to be going through how you can utilize all of these later, but we're getting our questions answered. And I'm getting to be nosy before we dive into all of that. Because if we don't know all of this, we don't know how to relate it to your business, okay? And I have one more thing that I want to ask, but you know what? I'm going to let that be a video all in itself, because it's diving a little bit deeper. Like, I'm saving the best for last. It is the question that may scare you a little bit, but that's okay, my friend. You are crazy excited about this journey, and you are going to step into your fears and not wallow in them, right? Okay. Go answer those questions for me. Think on it. Remember the drill. It is questions related to you, not somebody else. When you're taking these tests, you're not looking at the answers and going, oh, that's the sweet thing. Do you mean, I care about people. Answer the question that pertains to you, not the one that you think is the nice, sweet answer that you should answer. You answer it as it pertains to you. All right. Again, I'm so excited that you're doing these videos, and you are going to show up for the last one where we get a little bit more personal. All right. See ya.